Hello and welcome to the Sales Show. I'm Marie Kirkpatrick, your sales and business strategist. I'm a mum, a wife, and a multi-business owner myself. With over 15 years experience in sales and business, I have worked with startups all the way through to multi-million dollar companies. I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I love helping service-based businesses make an income as well as an impact. Let's jump into talking about all things sales and business. Hello and welcome back to the Sales Show. I'm your host, Marie Kirkpatrick, and today I want to dive into the art of packaging what it is that you do. I believe it's an essential part of connecting with our clients to show them the true value that we can offer. But if we can't get that value across to our clients, it's really hard to convert them. So today I want to take you through some really great tips and advice and get you thinking about what are those either pitch decks or presentations or information that you send out to your clients. A lot of people that I have seen when they've sent through even their packages and prices to me as someone that is looking to buy from them, I find that they're using it as a marketing tool. Now, a marketing tool is something that is supposed to bring in leads and inquiries. It's not something that helps convert them. So when you put together a pitch deck or a presentation, you've already got that client and that lead through the door. So you've then got to convert them. So those pitch decks and presentations are actually a sales document or a sales asset that you build in your business. They are not a marketing tool. So don't treat them like that because they're very, very, very different. So when we look at our pitch decks, I want you to be really clear that the idea of the pitch deck is to reduce the overwhelm that your client is currently feeling about the challenge or problem that they're having, right? It's about showing them really clearly and easily what's happening for them, that we understand them, that we can help them move through the challenges that they're having. We also want to make sure that we're showing our value. Oh my goodness, the amount of times that I have seen pitch decks or presentations that are talking so much about ourselves or our business. Talking about your business or talking about yourself does not convert to showing the value that you can potentially offer for your clients. All it does is talk about you. And so we want to make sure that what we're doing, we're showing our clients why it's best to work with us. Why are we the best option to say, yes, I want to work with them. They will help me. And above all the other competitors out in the market or above everything else that I've seen and all the noise and marketing noise that I've seen, they are going to be the best option. So we want to make sure that these presentations are actually showing our value really clearly and really easily. We then want to make sure that they're really, and this is going to sound basic, and I wouldn't mention it if it wasn't an issue for a lot of other businesses that I've seen, but they need to be really clear and easy to read. It's not about throwing absolutely everything that you possibly can into a document, a pitch deck, a presentation, and hoping that you've covered all the avenues and aspects that your client is looking for. If we look at the sales process, the pitch deck comes once we have done the discover and uncover phase. We're really clear on what it is that our clients are looking for. And then the pitch deck on the presentation is then a tailored plan or a tailored solution for that client. It's not putting our whole smorgasbord of everything that we can do and offer them onto pages and pages of documents, right? Like it's literally short, sharp, clear, easy to understand presentation to show this is what I do. This is how I can help you. These are the benefits of working with me. And these are the outcomes that we will get working together. The other thing that you want to be really clear on that it needs to be visually appealing. Now, I know you may be also saying, well, Marie, today's podcast is really basic, but I want you to think deeper into that. I want you to think about, is this document something that when I look at it is clean, has some white space, because white space allows our eyes and our brain time and space to process the information that we're absorbing at that time. So it's like having someone constantly talking at you 100 miles an hour, blah, 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 and you're like, whoa, stop, I need to think. That's why we like clean white space on our presentations and on our documents. It's really, really important. You also want to be able to have pictures and color that gives off the vibe and feel of your business and the outcome and energy that your clients are looking for. The next thing that I want you to look at is don't have more than 2 or 3 options in your pitch deck. So as I said before, we don't want to have the whole smorgasbord. We want to have 2 or 3 options specifically based on what the Discover and Uncover questions have answered and based on what the solution is that they're looking for. Those 2 or 3 options should nail that. And looking at those 2 or 3 options, there shouldn't be a whole heap of pricing on your pitch deck. You want to have, this is package X. These are all the features, the benefits, the outcomes, and the feelings that you're going to solve for people. This is the price point. And whether that's inclusive GST, ex GST, doesn't matter, one price. And then what you want to do is have option 2, package Y, all the inclusions, features, benefits, outcomes, feelings involved in it, price, including or excluding GST. Try not to break down all your pricing lines or all your feature lines in your pitch deck. The reason why is our brain gets overwhelmed. We start thinking so logically, and we know that people buy emotionally. So if we talk too much about logic, yes, we have to cover the logic aspect of it or the logical aspect of it, but we also want to make sure that we're bringing that emotion into it for people to go, yeah, this feels right for me. This feels like this is the best option. And so the way that you set that out will make a huge difference to your conversion rates. So we want clean space, we want it visually appealing, and we want to make sure that there's only 2 or 3 options on there for our packages or our options with one price point per package. The next thing you want to look at is when you put together those packages, name them. And when I say name them, look, I'm not the most creative person in the world. Don't judge me. My job is not in a creative space. I'm not in theatre or music or design or anything like that. But I know that when it comes to coming up with names of packages, you want to see if you can make it outcome focused. So for me in my business, when I work with clients one-on-one from a VIP perspective, one of the options that I give to people is the fast track option. Fast track, get your results, get them hard and fast, all in, let's go. And so when people say, okay, Maria, I'd like to move forward with you, I want to go ahead with the fast track pack. And you're like, cool. They know the outcome is going to be fast. They know that they're going to get quick results, and they know exactly what it is that is included in that. It also means that people can't go and compare my packages with a direct competitor because my packages are named, they've got different inclusions, they've got different values in there, rather than just, I'm a coach that's $150 an hour or $500 an hour or $5,000 for a day. We're increasing our value by packaging up what it is that we do, and we're looking at the inclusions in that. We then want to make sure that our branding and our positioning and the feel of our business or what it is that we're looking for comes across in that pitch deck. We don't want it to look amateur. We don't want it to look like we've thrown it together in 2 minutes. And we don't want it to look like it's a cookie cutter approach, because no one, whether you're in business, whether you sell business to business or business to consumers, no one wants to feel this cookie cutter approach. We're humans. We like to feel like we're individuals. And so when you put together your presentations, stand back or have someone else look at it and say, does this feel like the business we want to portray? I was talking to one of my beautiful clients earlier today, and she was talking about, I said, what do you want your business to be known for? And she said, we want to be that high end, that well-known brand for our attention to detail, our organization, and our execution of things, that we are so on to things that every little detail we have covered. And then we were talking about how that can also happen when you go to hotels. You know, you walk in, your name's on the TV screen from the higher end ones. They may do turn down services. They may be chocolates on arrival. There may be a bottle of champagne. They may even ask you if you're celebrating something or what brings you to the hotel for the stay. Like, what are you here for type thing? You're celebrating something. And it's that extra level that allows people to charge a higher end price. If you go to a budget motel, they check you in, there's no extra bells and whistles. If your business is not the bells and whistles type and you want to be on the lower end of your price point or the lower end price point of your industry, that's okay. The people that I work with don't want to be the cheapest option. They want to be the high-end option that are like, yes, I want people that are high quality. I want good clients that aren't questioning me over price. They're like, yes, I can see the value. I'm ready to go. And they're all in. If that's the sort of clients you're looking for, your presentations need to feel like that. They need to feel elite. They need to feel elaborate. They need to feel like we have put everything into it, like we are going to when people decide to work with us. So when you look at your presentations and your packages, when you're putting together pitch decks, that visual presentation is really, really important. And especially in the digital age that we're in, it's very rare these days that people are actually sending you out pieces of paper, right? Like it's all very digital, it's emailed across. Our attention spans are shorter. Our time is very limited. So we want to be able to get our message across really clearly, really easily, and that it's visually appealing so that when they look at it on a computer screen, they already know that it's going to be high quality, and that high quality then reflects our brand's identity and our values and things like that. So make sure that when you do look at these things and when you're looking at putting together pitch decks and presentations, that it's really, really clear what it is that you do, how you do it, and why you're the best option. You also want to include, and I think a lot of people miss this, is having your unique selling points within that document. Now, it's not unique selling points as in tell me all about the business that you have. Because, yeah, that's great. People talk about, I've been in business for 20 years, or I've been in this industry for 25 years, 30 years worth of experience, which is all great. But just because you've had that long in business doesn't mean that you're great at what you do. So we want to make sure that our unique selling points actually relate back to what is in it for our client. Why do they care that we've been in business for 10, 15, 20 years? What does that mean for them? What's the expertise that they're going to get out of that? And we want to really spell that out to people. So when you talk about yourself or the business within your pitch decks, make sure that you're bringing it back to why is that relevant for the client? Why do they care? What's in it for them? That is all from me today. I hope you've got some really great tips and techniques and strategies out of today's podcast. I hope you found it valuable and you've got some things to action. Remember that when you put together these packages, it's an art and it's a sales strategy within itself. So make sure that you've got a really good flow in there and that it actually represents your business in the best light possible from a sales aspect, not marketing. Sales. We want to actually sell what it is that you do and to really show the value that you can offer these clients. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe for more expert tips and strategies that I'll be sharing with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can email me at podcast@mariekirkpatrick.com. We are opening doors to her sales club over the next few weeks, and going over our packages and our pricing and how we present what it is that we do is just one of the steps that we go through in her sales club. It is part of the sales process. It is part of streamlining your sales process. It is a part of getting more clients that increase your income. So if you want to jump on the wait list, I would absolutely love you to be there. You'll get some exciting bonuses and you'll be the first to know about anything that's up and coming. All you need to do is go to mariekirkpatrick.com/club. And until the next episode of The Sales Show, keep selling from a really connected and relationship-focused space. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Sales Show. Please share it on social media for your friends to see and make sure you tag me at Marie Kirkpatrick so I can personally say thank you. If you would like to show me some love, leave me a review on Apple Podcast. I'd love to hear from you. Email me at podcast@mariekirkpatrick.com. And if you would like to work with me further or see any of the free resources mentioned on today's show, they can be found at mariekirkpatrick.com. I truly hope this podcast provides useful information and so much value to you so that you can build a business with impact and income.